Is this thing actually recording, or is it just saying it is? Yeah. You know, right now I just want to be honest. I'm going to be honest here. And my conversation is lewd, so, if you're a little kid, go away. And if you're listening to this in the presence of somebody who, lewd conversation bothers them, turn it off and listen to it later. Don't force your beliefs on other people. And if you're following me, don't force me on other people, please. They've got to be drawn to me, and they've got to be drawn to what it is that's for them, coming from me. What may not be, what's going to you may not be for them. Just like what's going to them may not be for you. But it may come from the same source, But to be honest, right now, I'd rather just go masturbate and crawl back in bed, crawl into my wife's bed. I'm at her house right now. And, because she's got a nice, comfortable bed she inherited from the grandmother of her buddy, Nikki, when she died. That's a nice bed, yeah, get good sleep on it. But I'd rather just crawl in that bed and get back on the astroscape and take advantage of being able to misfire to, do some stuff, Because, this is where their sabotage against me, they succeed, right? But in their success, they defeat themselves. Because, it's be careful what you wish for, right? Because, if they can keep me from driving, they won't let me have a license so I can have a driving job or work one of my skilled trades that I need a license for the insurance to cover me so I can work the place, then, it defeats them because I'm not doing that. I'm misfiring on the astroscape. Oh, it looks like I just gave up and laid down. Oh, I'm just going to give up. No, I'm fighting harder from the spirit realm. That explains what's happening here in this premonition timeline, this temporary timeline, right? And if they sabotage my music where I can't sell it, or sabotage my life where I can't have music equipment, well, that works against them because then I'm not creating music anymore. If they sabotage my videos so that people ain't watching them, or they're hiding them and they're deferring people from seeing them, well, then I'm not making the videos. I'm on the astroscape. See how they're defeating themselves. If I was writing books and I was busy doing that and my books were being read, but if they want to stop them from getting read and being sold, well, they have to deal with the consequences on the astroscape, because there's consequences for this shit now, right? Yeah, it's like, straight up war, but I got interdimensional shit and multi-timeline layer shit happening to these motherfuckers, man. I'm splitting time up on them and chopping it in half and all kinds of weird shit to them, because they're playing with time. And just to play with them for spite, since they don't want to let me do anything where I can just, succeed or prosper or even survive, right? I mean, I'd be happy just to be able to survive, yo. Then I'd have to take help from my wife to, not have to be a homeless houseboy shit, I'd like to have my own money again, like when I was paying so much in the FICA. So this little thing I'm doing here, there's not going to be no video for it. It's just audio. This is just for the few people still stuck in this timeline that are keeping up with me, because, you want to make sure that you get to the next timeline, and you need every bit of info that you can get. I understand that. And a lot of info does slip through the rants, and the repellent way that I present things to drive those who are not supposed to have it away from the videos, away from the information. It's like, go away, this ain't for you. This is not your water or your food, go away. Make your little negative comment if the comments are open. If they're not open, then it's even stricter parameters. It's by thought process and brainwaves, right? So if they're thinking against me, these negative things that they would say in the comments, it's the same as if they made them. They're going to pay the consequence for it because their brainwaves are going to send forth the telltale negative frequency that's going to attract the calamity to them. See? Just like if they thumbs down a video, it attracts calamity to them. Right? This is something that these sub-spirits who control the subhumans in power knew when they set up things where you can participate, actively be negative. Right? And we have already these parameters in this timeline to attack those who think and have intent that would negatively affect the animals or God's in time elect. And, some people are fucked up in their head about Luciferianism and Satanism, where they think that they don't know that he's coming back here pretending to be Christ. Okay? But we got these parameters here in this timeline already. They're on automatic pilot. And they even got stricter, on these award shows. Anyone who would attend them or watch them or benefit from them, the parameters, the curse parameters and the taxation of their spirits and their bloodlines and shit, right? It got even stricter when, upon these demographics who would attend these shows and watch them, and upon the demographic that will be weak-minded enough to be racist, especially if they're a certain color, because of how that weak-minded racism and award shows stole the presidency from Ben Carson. Ben Carson was a threat to the KKK regime, the Hitler regime, that Hillary Clinton and Obama represent. A lot of people don't understand it, they think that Obama represents a black thing. No, it's a KKK thing to uplift rappers and thugs. All right, that's the doing of Whitey right there. When instead of those thugs, you could have had any number of black geniuses, standing next to the president. Any number of black decent people who are not racist and feeble-minded and fucked up in their head. You could have had any number of productive people with positive spirits, right? But instead you uplift this evil demographic that, they don't even really, they have changed the parameters of good and evil here. That's what's happened here. They've changed the parameters of it to where now evil is good and good is evil. So we see, they show up at these shows and the ugly can't resist showing how ugly they are. You see that just one little clip in passing while you're flicking through news stations the next day, like today. It's 8:23 a.m. on 11/21/2016. All right? It's Monday morning. And I'm watching news this morning, couldn't help but see that these little subhumans at this little award show that's already been cursed, per molecule, per second, per dollar made, per penny made, per molecule of everybody who watched it, per molecule of everybody who attended it, per molecule of every animal that was distracted from, that should have gotten help from those devils. Yeah, it's like these curse parameters are already out there to attack those ugly motherfuckers that show up. And you see this one little thing of it where, they're going to assault your positivity and your positive frequency resonance of your positive thought processes with their negativity. Instead of there being anything positive to show from that fucking show. What did they show? They show this ugly, fucked up stick figure model with no curves, no butt, no titties, ugly, fucked up, fucking chemical toilet face, stand up there and make fun of Melania Trump. Haha. That's all you got to offer. That's all they can do, is make fun now. That's all they can do is cause negative frequency resonance. They don't know how to do anything else. They desecrate the very craft of music with that, because Lucifer is a positive frequency resonance generating entity for the purpose of being able to perform miracles with his supernatural power. That's what his music was for, why he was the chief musician, because he could be trusted to protect it. Now you see these subhumans that are in music now that are controlled by sub-spirits, they're all about causing negative frequency resonance. They're controlled through their greed and their weakness, their need for undue accolades and undue fame. You want to be famous for what? You're not talented. Nobody who's a Kanye fan knows what talent is, or they would spit upon Kanye for insulting their intelligence. He's not a good producer. He's not a great musician. He's not a good singer. He's not a good rapper. He's not a good writer. He has no business being near musical equipment unless he's going to maintain it, repair it, or clean it. Okay? That's the only reason Kanye's got to approach any musical equipment, because he desecrates music. Just like the rest of them. Everybody in that clique is anti-music. And they're ugly as fuck. And they can't help but fucking assault positive frequency resonance, which that is Lucifer's resonance that they're attacking. Yeah. They're using the music craft to make women stupid. And they're dumb enough to be entertained by that shit. Making fun of people, being evil, mean-spirited, and ugly. So we got them parameters there to already strike them. Right. There's nothing that can be done to save them from it either. If they watch the show, or they enjoy it, or they like any of them, people that they're nominated and they're winning. It's like, nah. If they're winning in music right now, that's because they're doing the most damage to music. Yeah. They're the most defiant to Lucifer, whose craft music is. So I've acquired a lot of different tastes, varied tastes, from going to the decompression timeline, what some know as the millennial timeline. It's amazing how many people know of the millennial timeline who will never see it. Do you know how many millions of Christians there are that aren't going to make it? They think they're going there. They're not. They don't understand the purpose of the millennial timeline, that it's a decompression timeline. They don't understand the reason why I was giving this ability to astral project to it, to combat what's happening here, and also to fulfill the ministry, the purpose of the decompression timeline, which is to make sure that all things that do not exist here, all the perpetrators, offenders to God and Lucifer and the world and their creations, when they get undone, when this premonition timeline gets undone, taken back to a restore point, and then they get taken and time looped and spiritually executed to never get born, when this timeline is replayed, right? It's to make sure that their deeds and they are completely wiped away, deleted, as if they never existed from all spirit memory. You see? That's what it's for. That's why I write books about those who they pre-existed here in this premonition timeline, but they didn't make it to actual real existence, so they didn't even make it to the decompression timeline, which was to make sure that everybody forgot. Their memories were never grazed with the thought of them existing. You see? So I write these books about Obama and the Clintons and Hitler and the racists, on both sides. Yeah, because neither of them exist. The bankers and the tech giants and those who messed with the food and, those who want to take guns away from the law-abiding and let the rapists and the infidels who deny the deity of Christ, rape their taxpayers. It's like I write books about these freaks, man, these tyrants, Mao and the Kim Jongs, it's like and it's all fiction. If I wrote about them here, it would be accepted as fact, because here, those who are in pre-existence stage do not know that they don't exist. They don't realize, hey, that it takes 1,000 years here to make one day real time. They don't realize that, hey, wow, that's a real temporary existence. If you think about it, 70 years is the average lifespan of your body if you're good, if you take care of yourself, if you don't let them dupe you into poisoning your body while you're young, and if they don't succeed in poisoning your body while you're young, which we're in the era where it was, we were warned that it'd be a cursed era to spawn children. They will take your child from you in some capacity. They will poison it right as soon as it pops out of your womb. They're going to spray poison vaccines into it, either up its nose, in its eyes, or into its bloodstream, or up its rectum. So your child's going to be a lifelong science experiment / healthcare client, patient, feeding their beast, their multi-trillion dollar per year industry. That's what your kid's going to be. Plus, they're going to do all this other stuff to, mind fuck your kid to, just see how much they can zombify it and make it do what they want it to do. Yeah. Before you know it, you gotta lock your doors when you go to bed at night, because your kid might trip out and fuck you up in your sleep. And I'll tell you how to recognize the ones that you need to feel that way about too. Did your kid get a tattoo? Does your kid listen to mainstream music? Does your kid play video games and they're over a certain age? I mean, way beyond that age where they're wasting their time. They should be productive, because they realize that they've only got so much time and their competition's fucking at their age is way ahead of them. They into sports, they into mainstream TV and cable shows and reality shows. They have a negative disposition. Yeah, your kid's being taken away from you. They're controlling your kid. The consequences for that when they die is whatever your kid victimizes, they're going to have to be time looped as it, because they have to pay for their influence. So, all these fools that, they were all bragging, hey, moms, we got your kids. Well, you didn't influence them to beautify no neighborhoods or rescue no homeless animals or treat women with respect or protect the booties of little children from pedophiles. You didn't influence them to play the Rocky theme in their head whenever they saw a taxpayer trying to make its way through the hood safely. Because that's a hero. They paid for their welfare fucking check every week. That taxpayer. Goddamn, the rappers didn't pay no fucking welfare check for them. Nah. Rappers go out of their way to fucking goddamn find them tax breaks like the white devils taught them to do. Yeah, you'd be surprised at things that you can't get motherfuckers that goddamn that you think are your heroes to help you in your community, and then your heroes go in and geek you up to beat down motherfuckers that will help you in your neighborhood and will do things for your race, based on their color. Ain't that some fucked up shit? So then there's nobody to do nothing. I'll give you a good case in point. Right when they were starting the big old psyop to see how much they could make people fucking goddamn want to kill the law-abiding and the police, just like they did in the 60s, and uplift the thugs and the welfare cases, just like they did in the 60s, right? This is a 50-year-old ploy. They're just replaying it. But right when they was like in the heat of it, it was almost like an insult to the memory of Al Potter. Yeah. Sweet little, the nicest little, small, white dude you'd ever want to meet. Yeah. Cool little dude. It's like, you really got to be a bug to find fault with him just first meeting him, and you don't want to beat him down, kill him for sport just because of his skin color. Well, that's what happened to Al Potter in a hospital in Michigan. Yeah, 3 hours before he was due to get out of the hospital. Fucking a little bug disguised as a black man got put in his room. Listened to too much rap. Too many racist motherfuckers. Right? Got in there and beat Al Potter to death. For sport. Unarmed black man. Yeah. So then everybody who got pulled onto that agenda, oh, let's protect the unarmed black thugs, right? Now they get to be time looped as Al Potter getting beaten to death. How many times they get time looped as him getting beat down is doled out to them based on their mentality, how solid they are in that double standard. You see? It's a double standard to expect to not have to comply with law enforcement when everybody else does. That's why R. Kelly's got so many time loops to endure before he never exists to perpetuate his existence here. He was only pre-existing, and look what he would do if he was allowed to exist. Yeah. See? So I've developed a lot of different tastes from being over in the millennial timeline. It's hard to eat meat in this timeline now because, you kill for it. I'm no longer somebody who likes to go hunting. I'm prepared to kill a deer or a turkey or something if I have to eat and to feed my family and to feed the kitties. But I don't like the thought of having to kill something. After being in a timeline where I see that better meat can be provided without having to kill anything. And these circus scientists of this fucking timeline don't want to supply that. Got you eating murder meat up in here. It's hard to eat now, enjoy food the same way. After you've enjoyed it guiltless, I got to where there's some people I just can't stand to be around on this timeline anymore. I go back here. It's like, they come around me, it's just like, fuck, when will you go away? We got nothing in common. Yeah, there was a lot I could share, but it's getting long already. It's 23 minutes. I don't want to suck up your whole day talking about nothing. Got a new batch of kitties. Somebody else fucking let their cat fucking spawn a litter of kitties, and they put them out in the cold, put them out in the world. That's not how you handle that, stupid white devil. You go fucking get your cat fixed so that it can't spawn. Alright? Dumbass. Evil monster. Now them cats gotta fucking live like that. That's not how cats are supposed to live, man. Cats are supposed to, they're domesticated animals. They're supposed to, you're supposed to provide them 2 litters to potty in and sift their litter every day. You're supposed to vacuum the house every few days so that they have a clean house. You're supposed to feed them, keep them inside. If you don't got a big piece of property for them to roam around on, you don't let them run around cities and shit, areas where there's busy roads that they can get killed on. It's like people don't even got a fucking proper concept of how to treat the animals in this generation, man. It's like they're fucking zeros disguised as heroes or dropped the ball big time on influencing them on all the shit that they should care about. And, you see it, it's like they can't get together and do nothing if they ain't ugly as fuck. You just can't wait. It's like, goddamn, where was the nuclear bomb when we needed it? They were all together right there in that same city. It could have been bombed and we could have been rid of that fucking batch. They don't exist anyway. Wishing death upon them is not a sin. It's just wishing for their agendas to come to a close quicker. For the 70 million homeless animals to quit being distracted from by a fucking lame, whack, fucked up fucking devil dick chugging mainstream quicker. Yeah. That's what I want. How could anybody even attend the fucking award show now that you know that it's just a fucking retard award? I mean, for anybody that's black, if they have anything, they're going to win an award because, well, they got to get a retard award. Look at Jada and Spike. They turned it into retard awards for all blacks now. You'll never be able to look at somebody black and be like, oh, they deserved that award again. Never. Jada and Spike Lee stole that from the awards. That's what caused the awards to even be more cursed. How dare you even go to an awards show now? An award means nothing now. Anybody who won an award at that show last night who was black got a retard award. As far as anybody who has an IQ over 60 fucking points is concerned. Anybody who don't see it like that, they're fucking retarded. They should fucking die. Go die. You're too retarded to fucking exist. You ain't making it to the next timeline. There's nobody stupid enough to be entertained by this mainstream there. And there's nobody in this mainstream there. They are enemies to us who exist. If they were not our enemies, then those of us who have talent would be fucking goddamn making money with them. They would already have me up on the top of their pinnacle, being as I can outplay them, outsing them, outwrite them, and outperform all of them combined. Right? But they know that if I was up there, that they wouldn't have no need for an award show because I would win all the awards. So why even have it? Every fucking year I just win it all. Because I am the top motherfucking dog. And that's why their knees knock together now at the thought of me having a record deal and competing against them. And that's why they got fucking everybody in this timeline that has any fucking ability to do it fighting against me. China, ICANN, motherfucking all these little internet censors, your fucking YouTube heroes. Yeah, they're all complicit in it. And I glory in it. Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, sabotage that. Give me some more authority. Yeah, because that's accruing debt. I'm going to whip you in the motherfucking goddamn time loops and make you call me massa and slurp on my cock. Yeah, you will. Mm-hmm. And then fucking beyond that, you'll be fucking executed. You'll never exist to fucking perpetuate this shit. You see? That's why in the next timeline, I'm rich and famous. There is no rap. There's no sports. There's nobody feeble-minded enough to be entertained by it. There's no mainstream. There's no reality shows. There's no Kardashians. There's no freaks like that who would distract from the homeless animals with their nothingness, their lesserism. Be famous for being less than everything that is productive. God damn. Boy, that's entertainment. It was supposed to be like a joke, but people took it serious. Reality shows were supposed to be like a joke, right? But people got too stupid to understand what they were looking at, so they started getting entertained by the shit for the wrong reasons. They started emulating and glamorizing it and shit. Shows like Honey Boo Boo was supposed to be like, the whole world's looking at it to like make fun of them, right? Not try to become like them. Did you know that making a show about people like the Kardashians was supposed to be like the whole world making fun of them? How fucking ridiculous they are. That their fucking life could be a show, right? But instead, people want to be like them. Do you see how dumb motherfuckers got? Where it's all backwards now? Instead of them understanding, hey, you're supposed to laugh at them, not with them, fool. They the fucking joke. They don't exist. They phantoms. They don't want to exist. They in a state of pre-existence, all arrogant as fuck, like they exist or something. They dumb as fuck. Yeah. And you want to be like that? You want to roll with that? Shit. Yeah. That's why I'm happy, man. Cause me not to get page reads. I don't care. You ain't gonna break me, motherfucker. I don't care about your little premonition timeline and your little fucking temporal tokens that we're about to burn up in this shit, bitch. I don't care about your money system that's gonna fucking die with you, motherfucker. I don't care. You ain't in the next timeline. You don't influence shit, bitch. We take care of you. We nip this shit in the bud right here and now. So you go ahead and sing and dance, jump around, act retarded, act a fool all you want. Tell people look over here at your nastiness and your nothingness instead of over there at fucking people that are trying to rescue animals and shit. Keep doing it. We don't care. We'll crush you like we crushed China. Look at it, motherfuckers. We'll dry your lakes up. We'll cause your satellites to fall out the sky. We'll cause your rockets not to make it to the motherfucking goddamn out of the atmosphere. We'll cause motherfucking goddamn your air to become fucking too smoggy to breathe. We'll cause your motherfucking goddamn your regime to crumble. We'll cause you fucking goddamn motherfuckers that you thought you could trust to stab you in your motherfucking back. And then we'll take you in the fucking goddamn time loops and make you never exist to fucking goddamn enslave your own people and sell them for pennies on the dollar to a bunch of fucking goddamn enslaving white devils. Yes, we will. We'll learn you about that shit. Ain't no freaky ass motherfuckers that would steal the oil out of the ground. They never had no reason to. Lucifer sent a devil to Tesla with an invention to save the world. Free energy for everybody from the ionosphere. That's why you don't find Edison in the next timeline. Why, there's free energy there. Tesla's there. Yeah. Let some terrorists kill a motherfucker off. You buy him right over. There you go. You see, that's why the sub-spirits got fucking goddamn their little subhumans fucking terrorizing and killing innocent people. Some of them ain't so innocent, and they got it in their non-tamperable, non-deletable spirit memory. You know, that even records their thoughts and their omissions. They got it locked up in there. Things they did that they would be committed to time loops. But then these motherfuckers go and kill them off and fucking just like trying to buy them into the next timeline. It ain't buying the motherfucker that did the bombing into the next timeline or the suicide bomber. No, they get to go be time looped as all victims of their fake religion. All little kids that got their clits cut off and got fucked to death. Yeah, all them little kids. All the women that got stoned to death for adultery. Anybody who ever got bombed or terrorized or caliphated or any other kind of shit, jihaded, you know, fucking any kind of fucking victimization due to fucking the Quran or Muhammad. That just like Muhammad's getting time looped as everything that gets victimized by anybody who follows his fucking doctrine, his false doctrine, before he never exists to fucking write it. Yeah. I mean, people don't want to accept the truth about shit. So they don't accept that he was a child prostitute who grew up. He was deranged as fuck. He had all fucking goodness fucked out of him. He was controlled by a sub-spirit. You know, what the equivalent of being devil-possessed. He hated God. He hated women. He hated men. He hated people. He hated children. And fucking goddamn, he hated the world for not rescuing him from the motherfuckers that his mama was selling him to for her opium. And they were fucking him in his little butthole when he was a little kid. And it made him crazy as hell. So he decided to get revenge on God. He got, get revenge on women, get revenge on his mama, get revenge on his grandmama, get revenge on little kids, get revenge on everybody. Make everybody who is Muslim and claims to love Allah be an infidel who denies the deity of his own clone, his own son, who also attaches to themselves pedophilia so that they'll have to die and be time looped as little kids that they fucked. The whole while thinking that they're going to have virgins waiting for them. Do you see what Muhammad did to his people, to his followers? That's what a little bitch is, man. You know, I mean, some people when they're molested as children, they feel like they got to molest the world. So then you can tell, you look at their comments online. They make a lot of negative comments, They go around thumbs downing everything. They want to vandalize shit, break shit. They want to spray paint on shit. It's like, yeah, they want to vandalize their own body and put tattoos, scribble all over it, It's like, yeah, because they were molested as children, so now they want to molest the world. Yeah, that's why you can't trust them around animals. They won't treat that animal with respect. They won't treat that animal how it should be treated. Yeah. Look at, you got a generation now that's got more than fucking all the previous generations combined. This is a self-entitled generation that has had everything given to them. And yet fucking they don't give nothing back to anything. So you have 70 million homeless animals, while these fucktards think they're important enough to be able to allow to do that. Okay, well, They're accruing the debt. They get to be them animals cowering in the bushes that they won't rescue. Them animals cowering under cars because, their fucking devil asses might do something evil to them. Instead of feed them and pet them and house them. Yeah, they're gonna fucking pay for fucking goddamn every penny that fucking every resource that fucking went into them existing here in a pre-existent state. They wouldn't fucking goddamn do nothing good. Oh yes, they will. They're gonna pick a lot of cotton, be a lot of sex slaves, make a whole lot of eye gadgets, make a whole lot of slave-made fashions. Should we feel guilty about that or sad? Fuck no. That's glory in that. Praise the Lord, hallelujah. Before they never exist, they're gonna repay this mechanism. Yes, they is. Plus, if they're down with this bullshit that's happening, burning down shit, rioting and looting and shit, they're going to rebuild all them cities too. Even though many of them cities will never get built, they're not in the next timeline. Just for spite. Just because it's right. You see? Because you become less than the person who built something when you got to go vandalize it. Your mama becomes less than the mama of that person. You are not their equal. Yeah, you got a spray paint on a building. You are not equal to all the men who built it. Yep. You got to vandalize music instead of be equal to those of us who have talent. You are not our equal. If you were our equal, you would hide yourself in shame for not having enough talent to be famous like you are. Yes, you would. Kanye, if he was my equal, would already done hid himself in shame. Wow, I can't believe I made money for desecrating music like I did. But no, he ain't my equal. He's a retard compared to me. His fans are retarded who would boo him for showing support for, defeating terrorism. Trump represents a defeat of terrorism. Yeah, because Hillary was a stone cold, proud to be terrorist. KKK fucking goddamn, one of the top KKK dog terrorists, dog. And here, you got all these motherfucking black face Caucasianists fucking all, Hillary, And then you got other black face Caucasianists telling blacks, don't vote if they ain't gonna give you nothing. Well, you know what? Your freedoms is giving you something, fool. You stupid motherfucker. So if you're black and you didn't vote, or if you're black and you voted for Hillary, well, you're a terrorist and you're cursed. Fuck you. Because the curse went out there before this election, preemptively striking anybody who would dare fucking goddamn, be racist and black and not vote for Trump. Yeah, fuck you. I can't believe that Sharpton and Jesse Jackson are safe to show their face, standing for the KKK against black people. You would think that this generation would wake up and be like, no, we're not buying that. That wasn't a civil rights movement. That was a gang member and welfare recipient and enabler movement. All the good, hardworking black people that y'all killed off, that Martin Luther King Jr. told you to kill off, they refused to participate with you because you didn't speak for them. They were working. They had strong hands, strong fists wrapped around tools of their trade. Yeah, they supported their families instead of quitting their jobs to raise empty fists, weak fists, in a show of weakness. Yeah. So we make them pay for it. I don't have to be angry about shit. I love to be, though, because the rage gets reciprocated, too. But it's getting hard to develop a rage towards those who were too feeble-minded to follow some simple instructions to exist and get up out of here. Maybe I was too hard on him. I shouldn't have been so hard on Obama. I shouldn't have been so expecting. Maybe I should have regarded him as retarded. Maybe I shouldn't have been so hard on R. Kelly. Maybe he is monkey-minded. Maybe he can't abide by the same parameters as white motherfuckers. I don't know. Maybe OJ can't abide by the same parameters as a white man. I don't know. You see? See, this music industry has taken Lucifer's craft and used it to attack people and animals. They attack women, call them bitches and hoes. Got songs about raping them, knocking them out and raping them if they won't give up the ass. Got songs about killing white people just for being white. Got songs about breaking into Asian people's homes and raping, pillaging, and killing them. You know, it's like this music industry actually owes people, good hardworking taxpayers. Now they owe people, and there's going to be class action lawsuits being filed by Asian people against YG and those who promote him. All kinds of shit's going to pop up. It's going to close down rap and hip hop because they took it and turned it into something too ugly and dangerous to allow it to exist. Look at these kids that listen to this shit. You have to arm yourself against them. You hear them pull up next to you thumping that shit, you got your finger on your trigger because you might have to shoot that little bastard. Yeah. You little stupid fucking goddamn dumbed down retard who he's got something in common with third grade level lyrics. Yeah. And anti-music. It ain't even music. Your mind has to be fucked up to even be entertained by the shit. Kanye ain't done a fucking note of real music that a real fucking intelligent motherfucker could listen to yet. How many years he been doing this shit? He supposedly won awards for that shit? Well, when you're in the sound effects, you know that somebody needs to blow your motherfucking head off. If you accept sound effects as motherfucking music, and all that dumb shit they're doing with samplers, if you're accepting that as music, expect ghetto bricks to be smashing your motherfucking head in, because in the time loops I'm going to find everything that ever had its head smashed in with a ghetto brick, and I'm going to put your spirit in it. Yeah, along with all them pit bulls fought to their deaths, all things that was victimized by anybody ghetto. Yep. That's why you don't spread that ghetto mentality around, because you give the authority over those who collect. You get over yourself to those who collect. That's why you don't get into third grade level lyrics. You don't get into this thug shit, this rap shit. You coddle those who don't fucking do nothing. Fuck them. Get up and get a job. Trim some hedges. Plant some grass, grow it, and cut it. Yeah, plant some flower beds like the motherfuckers used to do in the neighborhood that you now have turned into a ghetto. Yeah. Yeah, be equal to them black people y'all killed off. Why don't you? Yeah, why don't you try that? Instead of saying you're equal to them, actually be equal to them, so that we can see the fucking, the evidence of it. Instead of spray painting on a building, you're making it beautiful again. Like I did when I was 12 years old. Yeah, be equal to what I was as a little kid. Be going to school while you're working, while you're also subcontracting to beautify your neighborhood. Yeah. Cut some grass and shit. Protect some fucking goddamn people from the motherfucking thugs. Yeah, 'cause there ain't no thugs in the next timeline. They sure pick a lot of cotton between here and there, though. And yes, they do. And they sing their song in the fields. And they get their asses whipped. They get put in female sex slaves and all kinds of shit. And every fucking bitch that was a bitch or a hoe that got fucking treated bad. Every bitch that sucked a dick for dope. Yeah, every bitch that got fucking raped. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't want to be Eminem right about now. Not for fucking goddamn 10 of his lifetimes here, for real. For real. I wouldn't want to be any of them famous motherfuckers right about now, yo. Shit. They ain't smart enough to try and fucking league with motherfucker like me to try and figure out how to fucking get out of some of them time loops. How to save their children and their women's and their mamas and their fucking, the people they love from that shit. I know they don't care about their fans that they led to them time loops. Yeah. For sub-spirits, artificial intelligence. It ain't even real spirits, yo. They're sub-spirits. They can't even serve real devils. That's what's fucked up about them. They're as bad as Thomas Edison and all them white devils that fucking stomped out shit so they could steal the coolant out of the ground. Fucking goddamn magnetize the earth to the sun and space objects and warp the fucking orbit. Fuck everything up. Trying to sabotage shit so that Lucifer couldn't come back here pretending to be Christ and rule the world for a growing season and have a good planet and good food and good ass. That's why they had their circus scientists busy doing other shit instead of creating good meat. Guilt-free meat. Because Lucifer's used to guilt-free meat. Back fucking in the Bible times, it was like Stone Ages compared to now. So yeah, they had to kill to eat. But by now you expect these motherfuckers. Where's the real humans at to defy the subhumans? How come there's so few of us left? They're killing us off, yo, that's why. And that's why you see the numbers dwindle. Yeah, that's why you've seen it. But as they kill us off, they're adding to the armies against them. Because that's where we go. All of us who get killed off by them become armies against them. So, and then we have wormhole weaponry, interdimensional weaponry, bottomless pits full of curses to dump on them, all kinds of monkey wrenches to throw in their agendas. Yeah, we can cause their stolen election and not get stolen after all. Yeah, we can cause their spy planes and spy satellites to just, they malfunctioned. What the fuck happened? Oh, the billions of dollars is gone. Oh, yeah. Well, you took a penny from God's end-time election. Now we're going to take $1 billion from you. Yeah. Watch out, China. Here we come. Oh, we ain't even begun the fight yet. You sure you don't want to give me the money that y'all owe me? Yeah. It would behoove somebody to do it because, fuck, I'm not going to quit striking until I get my shit. Yeah. And I still demand the heads of those who fucking think they're famous but won't be my equals and influence people to rescue animals and stop people from calling people bitches and hoes and stop raping them, stop fucking little children and stop beating down taxpayers. We can't get them heads on some pikes. Yeah. Fake motherfuckers. For real. Alright. Well, remember when the bombs are falling from the sky. Hey, all you had to do was have them heads of them fucking thugs and rappers on some pikes. And your cities would have been protected from them fucking bombs. And them fucking Flint water crises. And them food fucking shortages and crises. And them pestilences and diseases. All you had to do was have the fucking heads of the offenders. The reverends, Yeah, all you had to do was have them up on pikes. Hey, we have awakened. There's no more terrorists running shit. George Soros' head belongs on a pike with them. Understand that. Anybody rich rolling with George Soros, their head belongs on a pike with them. You gotta want to get rich. Russia's got a nice motherfucking bounty out for Soros. Dead or alive. For real. Easiest thing in the world, go get that white devil and make you some millions. You got a driver's license? If I had a driver's license, I would have already got that white devil and got my money.